Imagine a place where the world seems to pulse with a vibrant, unstoppable energy, a place where every glance, every movement tells a story of deep and profound passion. This is Argentina. You see it in the eyes of tango dancers, locked in an embrace that is both a challenge and a surrender. Their feet move with a precision that speaks of countless hours of practice, yet their hearts seem to beat in perfect time with the soulful melody of the bandoneon. It is a dance born from the hopes and heartaches of immigrants, a language understood without words spoken in the dimly lit milongas of Buenos Aires. This is the fire of Argentina, a flame that burns brightly in its cities, but then just as you feel consumed by this incredible intensity, the scene changes completely. The heat of the city gives way to an immense, soul-stirring quiet. Suddenly, you are standing at the edge of the world, surrounded by a landscape of almost impossible grandeur. The jagged peaks of Patagonia reach for a sky so vast and blue it feels infinite. The air is crisp and clean, carrying with it the scent of ancient ice and wild, untouched earth. Here, the only sound is the whisper of the wind as it sweeps across endless plains, and the distant thunderous crack of a glacier calving into a turquoise lake. This is the other side of Argentina, a realm of profound peace and breathtaking scale. How can one country hold such powerful, seemingly opposite forces within its borders? It is a question that lingers in the air, a beautiful puzzle that invites you to explore its every piece. How can the fiery spirit of urban life coexist so harmoniously with the deep, silent tranquility of the wilderness? Argentina is a land of stunning contrasts, a nation that embraces both the vibrant chaos of human connection and the solemn majesty of nature. It moves from the intricate, close-knit steps of the Tango to the vast open vistas of its southern frontier without missing a beat. This duality is not a contradiction. It is the very essence of what makes this country so utterly captivating. It is an invitation to travel from the heart of its bustling capital to the remote, icy wilderness at the end of the continent. Argentina doesn't ask you to choose between passion and peace. It offers you both, wrapped in an experience that will stir your soul and leave you breathless. Our trip into the heart of Argentina starts right here in Buenos Aires. This city doesn't just say hi to you, it gives you a big warm hug. People call it the Paris of South America because its streets are full of amazing buildings that show off its rich past, where big theaters put on amazing operas and ballets, and quiet old coffee shops are where people have deep talks about politics, soccer, and life itself. The air is full of history and new chances, a place where the old ways and new ideas dance together all the time. To truly understand the origins of tango, we must travel to the vibrant neighborhood of La Boca. Waves of immigrants arrived here, all hoping for a new life. Using leftover marine paint, they covered their dwellings in brilliant, mismatched colors. Walking down Caminito, you step inside a brightly colored painting. The street is a stage. Artists selling work, musicians on the bandoneon, tango dancers performing. Home of Boca Juniors, La Bombonera stands as a landmark. On match days, the barrio erupts in blue and yellow. Fans' devotion is almost a religion, a force that unites the community as much as in the tango's steps. As evening comes to Buenos Aires, the city changes. This is when the real spirit of tango wakes up, not in the fancy shows for tourists, but in the dimly lit dance halls called milongas. Young students, older graceful dancers. The milonga is like a family, a tradition, a way of life. Men ask with a small nod and a look. The cabello. A woman nods yes. A new pair is made for a tenda. On the floor, something amazing happens. Strangers move as one, holding each other close. Tango is talking without words. A deep emotional connection, a shared, open, trusting moment. The milonga runs late, often until morning light. As hours pass, the feeling grows stronger, more heartfelt. Tango isn't a show, it's a way of thinking, being fully in the moment, connecting deeply, showing human feelings, happiness, sadness, wanting, desire. In the heart of the milonga, you find the true beating heart of Buenos Aires. From the passionate heart of the city, we journey south. The landscape transforms dramatically. The urban energy fades into a vast, powerful silence. We have arrived in Patagonia, a name that echoes with tales of exploration and untamed wilderness. The air here is different. It is crisp, pure, and carries the scent of ancient forests and cold, clean water. The sky seems bigger, stretching to a horizon that feels infinitely distant. The wind is a character in itself here, a relentless presence that has carved the rocks and shaped the trees, fed by the melting ice of the Andes Mountains that loom like silent, watchful giants in the distance. It's a place that commands respect, instantly making you feel small yet profoundly connected to the planet. Our Patagonian adventure takes us to one of its most breathtaking spectacles, Perito Moreno Glacier, a colossal wall of ice soaring up to 70 meters above the surface of Lago Argentino, stretches for over 5 kilometers in width. Its surface is a chaotic landscape of jagged peaks, deep blue crevasses, and shimmering surfaces. What makes Perito Moreno so extraordinary is that it is one of the few glaciers in the world that is not retreating. It is in a state of equilibrium. It often begins with a loud crack, then a pinnacle of ice crashes down into the lake with a thunderous roar. To witness this is to witness the raw, unstoppable force of nature in action, a humbling reminder of the planet's dynamic power. It connects you to the deep, slow rhythms of the earth, a true wonder of our planet. Beyond the glaciers, the heart of Patagonia lies in its mountains. The Fitzroy Massif, with its impossibly sharp granite spires. But, you know, the weather here is famously fickle. Mountains often shrouded in cloud, adding to their mystique. You walk through ancient forests of southern beech trees. The silence is broken only by the chirping of a bird or the gentle gurgling of a stream, a hidden lagoon of an impossible emerald color. You might see a condor, the largest flying bird in the world, soaring effortlessly on the thermal currents high above. As the day ends, the mountains put on one last show, a phenomenon known as alpenglow. It is a fleeting moment of pure magic. This is the quiet soul of Argentina, a perfect counterpoint to the city's passionate fire. To truly get what this country is about, you have to experience an asado. It's way more than just a meal. The most important thing at any asado is, of course, the meat. Argentina is super famous for its beef. The cows walk freely on the pampas. This makes the meat super soft and full of flavor. The person in charge, the asador, is very respected, a master of fire who knows exactly when to cook everything. Cooking is a patient art, only seasoning, coarse salt, while the asador cooks. Friends and family gather, telling stories, laughing. Meat is brought on big wooden plates shared by everyone. A bowl of chimichurri is always there, a zesty, fresh sauce. The asado is the taste of Argentina, filling, generous, and made for sharing. To understand the origins of Argentina's love for beef and open spaces, we must look to the legendary figure of the gaucho. These are the cowboys of the South American plains, symbols of freedom, independence, and a deep, unbreakable connection to the land. Their attire is practical and iconic, perfect for long days in the saddle. The gaucho is a figure of quiet strength, his face weathered by the sun and wind. In the evenings, they gather around a campfire. Here, they share stories and sing folk songs. They drink mate, passing it around in a shared gourd as a symbol of friendship and community. The gaucho is more than just a historical figure. He is a living legend, the silent guardians of the land, the living embodiment of the country's vast and untamed soul. Our journey now takes us from the dry plains and icy peaks of the south to the lush subtropical north to reveal one of the planet's most magnificent spectacles. We have arrived at Iguazu Falls. It is not one single waterfall, but a colossal chain of hundreds of individual cascades. The sheer scale is almost impossible for the mind to process. The air becomes thick with a fine, cool mist, covering everything in a gentle, persistent spray. This incredible natural wonder is also a sanctuary for a dazzling array of wildlife. La Garganta del Diablo, the Devil's Throat, the heart of Iguazu, where almost half the river's flow converges and plummets into the abyss. The view is simply overwhelming. It is not just a waterfall, it is a display of nature's raw, unbridled fury. You feel incredibly small and insignificant in the face of such a monumental force. A visceral, humbling encounter with the wild heart of our planet. Our journey through Argentina has been a tale of two worlds, a magnificent dance between fiery human emotion and the deep, silent grandeur of nature. We felt its pulse in the colorful streets, stood humble before the living glacier, tasted the country's heart in the ritual of the asado, and felt its raw power in the north. Argentina revealed itself not as a land of contradictions, but as a land of incredible harmony. It is a place where passion and peace are not opposites, but two sides of the same beautiful coin. It is a rhythm of life that embraces the vibrant, the serene, the human, and the wild. The full story of Argentina is one that each visitor must write for themselves. It is a country that reveals its secrets slowly. What about Argentina impresses you most? Is it the fiery human passion of its rhythm, or is it the silent, majestic grandeur of its wild beauty? Thank you for traveling with us through this remarkable country. The call of the South is always waiting, ready to offer its next adventure.